Everybody, it is Wednesday. It's live at 5. Today is our once a month chakra series. So today we are doing the heart chakra, understanding the heart chakra, the key to self-love and connection. This is episode 5 of the chakra series. This is why I am wearing green today. If you haven't been following our chakra series, you can go back and watch those. We had episode 1 was the 7 major chakras. That was on February the 12th. Understanding the root chakra was March the 12th. Understanding the sacral was April the 9th, and understanding the solar plexus was May the 7th. So go back, watch those, or if you're just interested in the heart, you're in the right place. Now, the heart chakra is extremely important to emotional and spiritual well-being. It's actually the middle one of our 7 major chakras. So our 7 major chakras are pretty much our spinal cord. And so our heart is number 4. It's right in the middle of, so you've got 3 above, got 3 below. And this is our bridge between the physical and the spiritual. Okay. Now this one, for colours, it's pink or green usually. I'd go with green personally because I'm not really a pink girl. I do love my green, especially the darker shades of green. So pink or green are absolutely fine for this chakra. It is all about our self-worth, our self-love, our self-confidence. It's really just like what makes us human. It's what connects us spiritually to ourselves as our soul, to any external beings or deities. It gives us a joy and an appreciation for life itself. It's a very, very important one to keep safe, keep activated, keep, balanced. They're all important, obviously. Our heart is, like I said, the bridge. So if you've got a good heart one, it kind of ripples with the others too. It is the element of air, if you're into elements. So very much about empathy and forgiveness, both for yourself and for others. Forgiveness is a whole subject in itself. It's very misunderstood, but very, very briefly, forgiveness is more for you than for others. The person you're forgiving never needs to know. Forgiveness is a personal thing. It's to help you heal, help your heart heal. So how do we know if our heart chakra is unhealthy or underactive or inactive? Hopefully not inactive, because that would be pretty horrible. So physical symptoms would be things like lung problems or issues, things obviously with your heart itself, arms, because they're coming off of your chest, hands and things like that because they're connected to your arms. Also, if you know anything about acupressure or any of those meridian lines, like you do shiatsu or anything, you know that the heart meridian is actually along your hand and your arm. So maybe that's why. So any problems around there, obviously the chest in general as well, even sort of upper back problems would also possibly be related to your heart chakra. Emotional symptoms would be things like loneliness or feelings of isolation, things like that. Jealousy, of course. So what are the negatives of love, really? So jealousy and bitterness and fear of intimacy in any way, shape or form, not necessarily a romantic thing. Resentment, especially, that's a big one there. And also obviously difficulty expressing emotions. Like, do you find it hard to tell people that you love them, or just that kind of thing? Like, these could all be blockages and inactivity around your heart chakra. Mental would be things like difficulty in trusting others. Now obviously that could also be put down to something that happened to you, but that's affected your heart chakra. That's caused you to shut it off, to put up a guard around your heart, right? So this is a problem because it means that your heart is not able to shine. And then, of course, forgiving as well. So leading on from that, forgiving past hurts, past problems that arose, especially with other people. Maybe it was for yourself as well. Grief as well can also affect your heart. So anything surrounding that kind of stuff can be a sign that your heart is underactive or inactive. Now, I had a client the other day who asked, can it be overactive? Like, heart chakra can't be overactive, right? Of course it can be. All the chakras can be. So what does that look like? What does it look like to have an overactive heart chakra? So that's pretty much over trusting people, over helping people, over giving, like that whole image of like the cup, and you should only be giving to others when your cup is full. Give them the overspill, right? Don't deplete your cup completely in order to give to others. Like, that's not helping others. You're helping others by helping yourself to then be able to give more freely and more without any kind of conflict or draining. Like, it's very, very draining to give to others when you don't have those reserves in you. Also, maybe you're extremely empathic or empathic in any way. That would be you're constantly feeling the emotions and the draining of other people around you. This is because maybe your heart is too open and you're just trying to help everybody, and that way you're absorbing their negative things, their struggles, their stress. So these things that you're maybe feeling are not your own feelings. These are somebody else's. This is very much for an empath would be feeling these kind of things a lot. Tolerating and accepting really bad abuse, or any kind of abuse really, verbal, physical, anything, any kind of abuse, and thinking, well, they do love me or they do care for me or whatever. Not having that boundary in place and allowing yourself to be manipulated, probably not consciously, but that kind of thing is showing you that your heart is too open, it's too active, because you're too trusting in that other person not to take advantage of you. Physical symptoms of an overactive heart could be like heart palpitations, especially like anxiety kind of things, panic attacks, high blood pressure, and respiratory issues, so breathing problems and things like that could all be from overactive heart chakra. All right, so signs that you have a healthy and active heart chakra. You truly are surrounded by love and joy. You truly appreciate and enjoy life. You can see the beauty in things, and it's not an act, it's not being forced, it just is. You're just very at peace with yourself, and you find true joy in giving and receiving from other people. The receiving is also part of your heart chakra. It's that polarity of giving and receiving, the energy exchange. Right? People really struggle with the receiving. Relationships in your life run smoothly. This could be a balanced chakra because you are able to make people feel at ease, make people really happy to be in your company and really enjoy being with you. Very deep connection to yourself, a love for yourself, a true love for yourself. You're wanting to take care of yourself and to do for yourself as you would for others. This is very, very important. And of course, doing for others as well shows your heart chakra. But again, we have to make sure that we're not over giving to people that either don't deserve that from you, or you don't have the reserves there to give. You don't have the energy there to give to others because you're not working on yourself. Okay, so how do we activate our heart chakra? Right? If you're feeling that it's either overactive or underactive, what do you do? Color therapy is obviously a good one. So as I said before, it would be green or it'd be pink for your heart chakra. So that could be wearing, that could be decor, like have something green or pink that you can look at and focus on, even if it's a sheet of paper with that color on, like focus on that color. Because it's green, maybe go out to the forest and just look at the grass and the trees and all that stuff, like connect to that color. Foods obviously as well, so green foods, nice and easy. That would be things like, you know, broccoli, avocados, cucumbers, kale, anything green, right? You know, cucumbers, anything green. It's super easy because there's so many green foods, right? So just make sure you have the green foods in your diet because you're eating the green, and then that is going from the inside out, and it's also activating your heart chakra. Also, there's like pink as well, pink foods. So like watermelon or pink grapefruit, something like that. That would activate it also. Herbs, so like basil, thyme. There's so many green herbs as well, right? So anything green. In the herb department, you've got like dried or you can do fresh. You can have it in teas. There's also green tea as well, but you can have herbal teas that have the pink and or the green. So even like an echinacea maybe, because that's a pink. You could maybe put that in for a tea as well to help with your heart chakra. Activities. Honestly, anything that brings you joy. What hobbies do you really enjoy? Are you an artist? Do you like going hiking? Like, what do you like to do? Do something that truly brings you joy, and this activates your heart. Spending time in nature, as I said before, because just connecting with the earth and the nature and the fresh air and just everything just brings the peace. Like, you have so many places in the world that if someone's depressed, they literally get told, go out into nature, go and ground, go and, you know, look at a tree or take care of a plant, you know, have a house plant that you take care of. Like, have this connection to nature, and this will really help you. And things like, you know, playing or listening to music or dancing to music or without music. Do something that makes you happy. You could even do like inner child stuff, like do stuff that's playful, activate that heart chakra. Volunteering obviously is a really good one as well. Again, make sure that you're not giving too much of yourself, like if you don't have that to spare. So if you don't have anything in reserve, maybe don't do the volunteering until you've worked on yourself a little bit. But once you have that reserve in you, go volunteer for something. Go and do something where you can give to somebody else, right? And like without any need or want for a reward or a thank you, although hopefully you do get thanked for it. But you know, like it's a selfless thing that you're doing for them. Yoga, of course. In all of these, there's so many yoga poses. You can just type into Google or whatever your search engine is and say yoga poses for the heart or whichever chakra that you're trying to activate, and a list of them will come up and you can just do the yoga for those, for anything that pretty much opens up the chest. Affirmations, of course. Again, I always say this, but it's very important. It has to be in the present, and it has to be I am, or, you know, in the first person. So first person, and it has to be now. Like, it's not I will be or I want to be or whatever. I am. So I am worthy of love. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I am grateful for the abundance of love in my life. My heart chakra is radiant center of love and healing. I am a channel for the healing power of love. I am attuned to the rhythm of my heart's desires. Make your own, look up some examples. If you really can, I encourage you to do this in the mirror, look into your eyes and say it at least 3 times. This really integrates it into you, and it try and smile as well with it, and it kind of goes into your cells of your being a lot more. It's very good. Of course, practicing gratitude is very, very good for the heart. There's so many ways that you could do this. Like I said, acts of kindness. It doesn't need to be volunteering as such. It can just be an act of kindness, like doing something helpful or nice to somebody just out of the blue. Yeah, just maybe at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day, just say some things that you're grateful for. Even if you can't really think of anything in particular, it doesn't have to be anything big. It could be, I'm grateful that I am breathing. I am grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful for the friends that I have. I am grateful for the body that I'm in, you know, like for my health, whatever it is. Like, just build up, and those things will manifest more. Those things will come to you more, and they'll just get bigger and bigger, and your heart chakra will expand. Visualization, of course, connecting to your heart space. You can do this in many different ways. You can concentrate on your breathing, especially because of the lung association with the heart. And just imagine a green or a pink light in your chest while you're breathing deeply. And yeah, there's so many different visualizations you could do, but that's a very, very simple one there. And again, moving from that, like breath work in general, because again, it's the lungs. That's really good. Meditations, of course, really good. Meditating on your heart chakra, meditating on forgiveness for yourself, not for the other person so much, but for yourself. For whether it's forgiving yourself or forgiving someone else, you don't need to tell that someone else is a personal thing. You forgive them in your heart so that you can heal, so that you can move on. It's a very, very hard thing to do, so make sure that you do it the right way and a way that you're comfortable. Moving on to crystals, because of course you can meditate with crystals, or you can wear the crystals. You can have them in your room in a crystal grid for, you know, heart activation or love or whatever it is. And the stones that you would use are primarily the green and the pink ones. Surprise, surprise. So you can have pink ones like rose quartz, which I am wearing. It does look white, but it is pink. Here it is again in more pink form. Although again, it looks white in this light. It does look white in this light. I promise you these are pink. Malachite, which I am also wearing. And the earrings as well. Earrings and the necklace. Malachite. It's my favorite stone, for anybody wondering. Malachite, of course, being green. Another green one would be green aventurine, which is the stone of opportunity. Beautiful green one. I do love a bit of aventurine as well. It's very, very good for personal growth and stuff like that. Of course, you can get with the actual chakra symbol. So this is a green aventurine with the symbol for the heart chakra. And of course you can meditate on that, or you can put it on your heart. You can also put it obviously on your chest as well. Lie down, put the crystals on your chest. There's things like rhodonite and rhodochrosite, prehnite, angelite, which actually so happens to be in a heart form. Now this is a blue one, as you've probably guessed, but angelite does connect you to the angelic realms. And what do we think of when we think of angels? We think of love, and pure love as well, like unconditional love, right? You wouldn't think an angel would come down and be mean to you or have an ulterior motive. An angel comes to you of pure light, right? So whether you believe in angels or not, your image of an angel is something that is sweet and caring and loving, right? So angelite is a beautiful stone. Even though it is blue, it can be used for heart chakra work. Okay, essential oils. So if you're into essential oils like aromatherapy and stuff, you can use these by diffusing them in your house, whichever way you like to do that. There's something called lava stone, where it's a black porous stone. You can put a few drops on like a bracelet or a necklace on this lava stone, and that will hold that scent for you, and you can breathe it in when you feel that you need it. Being the heart chakra, if you can do more of a necklace, then that's probably the better one, but there's no reason why you couldn't have a bracelet, a ring, earrings, toe ring, anklet, whatever. But obviously if you can get a necklace in whatever it is that you want to use, then it's on the actual heart chakra. So this actually helps more directly because it's touching the skin. So anyway, back to essential oils. So rosewood, rose, because rose is the color of love, the scent of love, the flower of love. Neroli, jasmine, yeah, all of these things like geranium, bergamot, lavender. These are all very, very good for activating the heart chakra. If you probably noticed, they're very, very gentle and subtle and sort of calming oils too. So they're not really ones that infuse passion as much. It's more of a comfort and a dreaminess and that kind of stuff, right? So it's so important to work on your self-love to help with the heart chakra. Again, can't say it enough. Work on yourself through the self-love and the self-care in order to activate your heart chakra so that you're able to give more fully to others, and also attracts more people to you as well who want to be in your energy, because you just shine and give off this energy of that people want to be around, right? Because you're so full of joy, and people are like, I want that, I want to be part of that group, right? Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the day. So only about 20 minutes today, so I did pretty well. So just remember to work on that heart, because again, it is the bridge between the physical, the lower three chakras, and the heavens or ether or whatever, like God or whatever you want to think of, the higher realms, the spiritual realms of the higher three. So it's a very, very important bridge to have active. Yeah, it would just keep you more aligned in general to the world and everything. Our next chakra series will be next month in July. It will be July the 22nd. We're going to be doing the first of the upper chakras. It is number 5 in the 7, and it's the throat chakra. It's all about communication. It's the blue one. So if you want to join me on that day, come in and wear blue. I will be wearing blue. Next week's live at 5 will be Introduction to Holistic Healing, Mind, Body and Spirit. So this will literally, if you don't really know, if you've heard the term holistic therapies or holistic healing and you're like, cool, what is that? I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. I'm going to give you examples of not only the things that I do, but what other people do as well that can be holistic, and what it actually means to be a holistic modality or holistic healing and all of that kind of stuff. So it's an introduction really to holistic healing. So I really hope that you join me either live or on the replays for that one. And until then, I will see you next Wednesday, and have a wonderful, wonderful week, everybody. Bye.